Good evening, everybody. We are back on air. Good afternoon, good evening, good welcome. We've got Nick. And we've got the Butterworths. Glad to see you. Well, yo, Ricky Martin in the house. So, I'm isolating. In the house. Yeah, so I'm isolating, got COVID. And then met a lot of the red and white quizzards at my brother's wedding. That was a fantastic occasion. We always say never meet your heroes. That's definitely proven true with me because everyone got COVID. Yay! So there's quite a lot of people in isolation. So why not? Let's crack on with the show. So not many viewers. I don't know if everybody's here. What teams have we got, by the way? Have we got who's here? There's a pen and paper. Oh, see, I'm not even spent too much time setting the on-air sign up. So we have got the antisocial salmons. We've got the red and white quizzards. We've got the Butterworths. Barras, who you play with? Are you playing with yourself as normal? Hey? Oh, no, I've got no Butterworth here. Nice to see you. To see you, Thrice. From a distance, it looks like I've got hair on my head. I've had a play with the setup this week. And I have now got the logo that I'm quite happy with. So, is that it then? Red and white quizzards, Ansel Shamans and the Butterworths and Barras? Well, obviously lockdown's not done anything for my viewers. So let's get on with the show. Hi, Jen. Nice to meet you. Prepare for disappointment. I think that's what Carl's Tinder profile said. Trev, actually, this kind of level of hair lighting could actually burn back in my head because my skin's that sensitive. And yeah, more like a red light district, Trev, but you wouldn't know what one of them is, would you? Let's get rid of the overlay. See if we can get me on the little screen. Come on, what are you doing? You don't want to change screens tonight. Doesn't matter. So hopefully you've all got pen and paper ready. And it will be on with the first questions. So it's current affairs, the top shows of 2021. Movies with missing words, missing vowels, soup song range around. Are you smarter than an 11-year-old? Because that's how long it's been. The connection round, the picture connection round, the picture clue round, which this week is bands. That was the year that was. And Answer Smash. I don't know how to take my name off at the bottom left-hand corner, so hopefully that's not going to be an issue. So, 65 points up for grabs tonight. And it's for Ian Sims, pub quiz, Saturday, 8th of January, 2022. Happy New Year. So we'll start with current affairs. Dun, dun, dun. So, current affairs. Question number 1. Covering for Claude Littner on this year's show, who was the first ever winner of The Apprentice? Question number 2. Which phone brand will turn off its operating system for its vintage devices from Tuesday, January the 11th? Question number 3. Oh, Nokia, BlackBerry or Apple? Not all multiple choice. So which phone brand will turn off its operating system support for its vintage devices from Tuesday, January the 11th? Nokia, BlackBerry or Apple? Multiple choice again. Which music award ceremony has had its January the 31st date postponed due to rising Omicron cases? The Grammys, the Brits or the MOBO? Did a COVID test this morning and I've still got it. Faint line though, so, fingers crossed. Question number 4. What COVID testing measure will no longer be needed in England from January the 11th? What COVID testing measure will no longer be needed in England from January the 11th? And question number 5. Which tennis player has had his visa to enter Australia dramatically revoked amid backlash over a vaccine exemption? I've no idea why the screens aren't changing. Hey, here we go. We're back. We're on. That's how it's supposed to be. Do you know what I did, Trev? I turned it off and I turned it on, each camera. I didn't have to do a Butterworth off and on. Geek 5 minutes. Does work though. Does work. Question 1. Covering for Claude Littner on this year's show, who was the first ever winner of The Apprentice? Oh, everybody knows this, surely. It was Tim Campbell. Which phone brand will turn off its operating system for its vintage devices from Tuesday, January the 11th? It is BlackBerry. Question number 3. Which music award ceremony has had its 31st of January date postponed due to rising Omicron cases? It's the Grammys. And what COVID testing measure will no longer be needed in England from January the 11th? It is the PCR test for positive lateral flow tests who've got no symptoms. So, yeah, if you get a positive lateral flow and you're not showing any symptoms of COVID, they don't want to let you have a PCR test. Probably because there's none to get. Which tennis player has had his visa to enter Australia dramatically revoked amid a huge backlash over a vaccine exemption this week? It is Novak Djokovic. So, guys, that's your first 5, and that's your current affairs over and done with. We will now go on to the top TV shows of 2021. Really easy. 5 TV shows. The top 5 TV shows last year streamed in the UK or watched in the UK, I think is the old school term for it. And you just need to tell me on what platform would you have seen these top 5 shows. So on what TV show, what platform, what service would you have seen these top 5 TV shows? So coming in at number 1, it was It's a sin. It's a sin about the AIDS, how AIDS affected the people in the LGBTQ community back in the 1980s. Really good film, TV show. Woo! Question number 2. The White Lotus. No idea. Never heard of it, but apparently the second most watched show last year in the UK. Question number 3. Mayor of Easttown. Now, don't remember, just remember, you're looking for what TV show service you saw on. So what service would you have seen these on? Question number 4. Succession. Do you know why a parrot succeeds? Because he's got no teeth. And question number 5. Squid Game. I must admit, it was our guilty pleasure last year, Squid Game. Really enjoyed it. Yeah. One of the few you've got to watch it because everyone else is watching it shows, which actually turned out to be pretty decent. So hopefully really quick round that one. So, It's a Sin. That was on Channel 4. So Channel 4 for that It's a Sin. Question 2, White Lotus. You would have watched it on Sky Atlantic. I put HBO as well because that's what the official website said, but yeah, Sky Atlantic. Question number 3, Mayor of Easttown. Once again, Sky Atlantic. We watched that. Really good, actually. Kate Winslet. Yeah, didn't fall off a boat. Drank a lot of Becks, though. Lot of Becks. Couldn't walk past fridge without opening a bottle of Becks. Question 4, Succession. Sky Atlantic. 3 out of the top 5 so far. And question 5, Squid Game. Obviously, we all know it. Netflix. So there are 5 top TV shows of 2021. What shows did you see out of them? We saw 3 out of 5. And the next round is name a movie. Missing words beginning with A. So you're going to see 5 movie posters with the word beginning with A removed from the title. Just need you to name a movie. I'm being optimistic here. I think I might have 26 quizzes this week, so I'm doing A. And next week or week after it'll be B. Fingers crossed. So name a movie, missing words beginning with A. So all the words have had the words beginning with A removed from the movies. So question number 1. What's this film? So the movie title of this film, and we've removed the word A. But word beginning with A. Question number 2. Hopefully they're not as blurry on your screen as they are on mine. But it's still possible to sort it all out. To read it. Question number 3. Just remove myself, just so you get a better view of that one. Question number 1 is the 3 amigos. Question number 2, Lawrence of Arabia. Question number 3, Apocalypse Now. Question number 4, Dog Day Afternoon. And question number 5, Animal House. Welcome your feedback on that round. We're a bit new. It's not very easy to click on the tongue, but we'll see. It's now time for the Susanna Greyjoy round. She wanted it. She asked for it. She's had it. It is, as we all know, the missing vowels round. So you will see a set of phrases. All the phrases are from the same topic, and they have had the vowels removed. I've kept it easy this time. It's birds. So it's missing vowels, and they are birds. Question number 1. What's the bird? Don't worry, just before we reveal the answers, I will be putting up the questions again as we go through the 5. So I've had my 2 jabs. I had my booster in December, and I think that's probably why I've not felt too ill with this COVID. Weirdly, Donna has still not got it, and me and Gracie both got it in the house. Question number 2. Missing vowels. What's the bird? Question number 3. Mark and Karen on the red and white quizzes tonight. Is my mum on? Is my mum joining the red and white quizzes tonight? Question number 4. Name a bird. Missing vowels. And question number 5. Missing vowels. So quite easy one, that one. Just goes back into the swing of things. So question number 1. Easy, lemon squeezy. Hummingbird. Question number 2. Red and white quizzes. More players than Sheffield United's got points. It is vulture. Question number 3. Another easy one. Only got one leg. Flamingo. And question number 4. Ostrich. Question number 5. Albatross. One of my favourite characters on Pippa Hoy when Grace were younger. Albatross. Oh, Gracie, are you smarter than an 11-year-old round? Is Gracie joining us to do the Are You Smarter than an 11-year-old? Is she coming up? She's just tied to her phone. She's coming. Lockdown's turned into a teenager. A grumpy one about. And careful at wires, Gracie. That's
what wires? Why are there so many wires?
From my electric chair. Because I'm on air, look.
Oh.
So, guys, Gracie's been isolating.
Yeah.
I know, look at it. 1 M in Sims, Yo-Yo, Ricky Martin, by the way. 1 M in Sims. Get used to that, Karen, by the way. Here, Gracie, you going to put your phone down?
I have.
Question number 1 are you smarter than an 11-year-old?
What does the acronym BODMAS stand for in maths? By the way, you might need to write it down in your notebook thing if you have one.
So in mathematics, what does the acronym BODMAS stand for? Go, question number 2.
Quick. Dad, you need to give him some more time to work that out.
I know I do.
Well, don't go into number 2 yet then.
Oh, everyone's a critic, aren't they?
Okay, that's enough time.
Question number 2.
Okay. What is the answer to this math question? 7 plus 3 times 10. And you have to work it out, like on your thing.
So what is the answer to this maths question? 7 plus 3 times 10. Question number 3.
Who currently has the most TikTok followers?
Multiple choice.
Charlie D'Amelio, Addison Rae, or Dixie D'Amelio?
So Charlie D'Amelio, Addison Rae, or Dixie D'Amelio. Bet they're related.
2 of them are.
So who currently has the most TikTok followers? Charlie D'Amelio, Addison Rae, or Dixie D'Amelio? Go, question number 4.
How many Horcruxes did Lord Voldemort make?
It's the Nana and Elaine question. How many Horcruxes did Lord Voldemort create?
Voldemort.
Obviously, a Harry Potter question. Wouldn't be a quiz with a smarter than a 10-year-old, 11-year-old if it didn't have a Harry Potter question in. And question number 5.
What is the tallest UK roller coaster?
So yeah, what is the tallest UK roller coaster?
I had to think of all these very fast earlier because Dad randomly only decided we were doing a quiz a few days ago and then said I had to do all my things by lunchtime. It was about 11:30.
And yeah, because Gracie's done note all week apart from sit on her iPad,
well,
phone,
I had
and
COVID.
books.
What do you expect me to do?
So yeah, 5 questions didn't seem too much difficulty. So I'll give you a little
the first 2 you'll have to work out.
20 seconds.
Well, you need to know the first one to do the second one.
So question number 1. What does the acronym BODMAS stand for in maths? It stands for brackets,
order, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction.
So it stands for brackets, order, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction, which is, if you can see that,
orders,
it's the order of mathematical operations,
addition.
BODMAS. That's supposed to be at front, not at the back. So let's get rid of that and put it there.
What is...
So what is the answer to this maths question?
And using a BODMAS, you should have worked that out.
And what is the answer, Gracie?
37, isn't it?
37.
And if you said 100, then you're wrong.
Yep, if you said 100.
Because the BODMAS, you have to do it in the order. Like, first, there's multiplication before addition. That means you have to do 3 times 10, and that's 30. Then after, you have to do the 7 part.
So, yes.
Add, then you've got that.
So, as Grace is saying, the first thing you should have applied is any brackets, then any power to the orders. Then you should do any division and multiplication. So, in this instance, 3 times 10. Then you would do the addition or subtractions. So, you should have 3 times 10 is 30 plus 7, which is 37. Question 3. Who currently has the most TikTok followers? It is
Charlie D'Amelio.
Charlie D'Amelio with something like 120 odd billion or something. I don't know. Did they say how many Horcruxes did Lord Voldemort create?
7.
7.
I was going to do, but you have to do some, like name some, but Dad didn't approve of that.
Oh, and what is the UK's tallest roller coaster? It is the big one, which is in Blackpool. Thank you very much, Gracie.
Bye.
See you again on the next quiz.
Bye.
We will be annoying Nana and Elaine with another Harry Potter question, no doubt. Yeah, so Bodmas, Gracie actually taught me that about 3 months ago. Don't know why I've never known it, but there you go. So, besides going to work tonight, guys, connection round. There are 6 answers to 6 questions. We will go through these 6 questions. We will then break away from a connection round to do the picture connection round. The picture connection round, I will leave on screen whilst I top mine and my wife's glasses up with wine. So you will have a couple of minutes on the picture connection round. We will then answer the picture connection round, and then we'll go through the answers to this connection round. I thought it'd give us a bit of a thinking time for both the connection round and the picture connection round. So, question number 1. And also, it is what it is. Don't be a Karen about it. Which river in New York did US Airways Flight 1549 make an emergency landing on in 2009? So, question number 1. Which river in New York did US Airways Flight 1549 make an emergency landing on in 2009? Cool. So make a note of these questions because you can have some thinking time whilst I pour some drinks. So question number 2. Which wedding anniversary is the traditional gift of wood given? Not the first night. So which wedding anniversary is the traditional gift of wood given? Tickle myself then. Cool. Question number 3. Write them answers down. You've got a bit of time halfway through. And I'll be leaving the picture ones up on the screen. Question number 3. This English rock band formed in Sheffield in 1978. Their best known lineup from their heyday, 92 to 97, consisted of Nick Banks on the drums, Steve Mackey on bass, and Mark Webber on guitar and keyboards. So this English rock band formed in Sheffield in 1978. Their best known lineup from their heyday, 92 to 97, consisted of Nick Banks on drums and percussion, Steve Mackey on bass, and Mark Webber on guitar and keyboards. That's not all the band, that's just 3 of the people in the band. Go, question number 4. Who is this? Half of a famous 90s hip-hop duo. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days. So yeah, so who is that? He's half of a famous 90s hip-hop duo. Question number 5. What is the name of a mechanical form shaped like a human foot? It is used by shoemakers in the manufacture and repair of shoes. So what is the name of a mechanical form shaped like human foot? So what's the name of a mechanical form shaped like a human foot? It is used by shoemakers in the manufacture and repair of shoes. It's got a particular name. Hats off to anybody who gets that one right. Unless you're a cobbler. And then you should have got that right. So what's the name of the mechanical form that is shaped like a human foot, used by shoemakers in the manufacture and repair of shoes? Question number 6. This is a specialized machine tool used in manufacturing industries to cut and or form material to a desired shape or profile. So this is a specialized machine tool used in the manufacturing industries to cut and or form material to a desired shape or profile. So these 6 questions. As I said, the next screen is going to be a bonus picture connection round. So far, you've got 6 questions, all worth 1 point. If you get the connection and lock it in before we do the answers, it's worth a bonus extra 4 points. If you get it after the answer revealed, you suddenly work out what the connection is after we've gone through the answers, then you can just have 1 point at that point. So there's 10 points on this connection round, and there's also 10 points available on the picture connection round. So there'll be 5 pictures and 1 connection. Each connection, the connection's worth 5 points, and the pictures are all worth 1 point each. It's a bit more, as I said, it's a little bit more of a puzzle. So I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to then drop off and go fill up our wine glasses. So picture connection round. What's the connection between these pictures? The connection is worth 5 points, and each answer is worth 1 point. And I'll see you in 5. Well, guys, I've just had the pleasure of walking through the antisocial salmons in their brainstorming session, and I do like this picture connection round. So yes, I think this is definitely what I'm going to keep. So, have you got the connection? Of course, we're going to go through the answers now. So, what's the connection between these pictures? They're all backup bands. So they're all backup bands. We have got Jerry and the Pacemakers. We have got Cliff Richard and the Shadows. We've got Prince and the Revolution. We've got Gladys Knight and the Pips. And we have got Buddy Holly and the Crickets. So a point for everyone you got correct. I was only looking for Pacemakers, Shadows, Revolution, Pips and Crickets. And about the fact that they were all the backup bands. So if that's what you've got, then excellent. Well done. You can't just have that the bands. You've got to be aware that they are part of a hander band, if that makes sense. So, a point for Pacemakers, Shadows, Revolution, Pips and Crickets, and 5 points if you got that they were part of a band with a singer of a different name. If that makes sense. Right, guys. So, have you locked your word connection in? Remember, lock it in now before the answers come out. That's 4 points. Get it after you've got the answers. You can only claim 1 point if you have an epiphany. So, question 1. Which river did New York did USA Airways Flight 559 make an emergency landing 2 hours and 9? Captain Phillips landed on the Hudson River. The Hudson. Okay, question number 2. Which wedding anniversary is the traditional gift of wood given? So which wedding anniversary is the traditional gift of wood given? It is, of course, the 5th. So yeah, it's the 5th. Question number 3. This English rock band formed in Sheffield in 1978, their best known lineup from their heyday consisted of Nick Banks, Steve Mackey and Matt Webber. That should say included, not consisted of. Because if I'd have put the lead singer in, you'd have all got it straight away, which was Jarvis Cocker. It is Pulp. Question number 4. Who is this? Half of a famous 90s hip-hop duo. It's not Ian and Mark. It is Kid. The answer's Kid from Kid and Play. Question number 5. What is the name of a mechanical form shaped like a human foot? It is used by shoemakers in manufacturing a pair of shoes. Well, this is one of those foot-shaped objects that they form the foot of the shoe around. It is called a last. Last. And question number 6. This is a specialized machine tool used in the manufacturing industries to cut and or form material to a desired shape or profile. And it is, of course, a die. A die. So hopefully you got your answer before the connection before you got these answers. But what is the connection between Hudson, 5th, Pulp, Kid, Last, and Die? I'll give you a little moment to do it while I sip my Bucks Fizz, making your mind up. First band I saw live Bucks Fizz in Butlins, aged 18. Aged 18, not Bucks Fizz. And then I think I didn't see another concert till I saw Killers. And I don't think I've seen one since. So, you know, yin and yang, potato, Bucks Fizz, Killers. Oh, no, I saw Kaiser Chiefs as well in between that, though. Oh, all right. Yeah, Kaiser Chiefs good. So, what's the connection between these? Hudson, Fifth, Pulp, Kid, Last, and Die. Well, if you've just got it now from those answers being revealed, it's only worth 1 point. And the answer is Bruce Willis films. You've got Hudson Hawk, The Fifth Element, Pulp Fiction, The Kid, The Last Boy Scout, and Die Hard, the best Christmas film out there. So yeah, Bruce Willis, 4 points if you got it before we reveal the answers, 1 point if you got it after we reveal the answers, 0 points if you still got a clue what the connection was. So, a bit like Dingbats, which went down really well at the wedding. God, bit too literal sometimes. But these are all bands, and you literally just have to say what you see. So, question number 1. What's the band? Say what you see. Just say what you see. As standard format, we'll go through all 5 pictures, and then you'll have a little bit of extra time when we go through the answers just before to see what the answers are, to have another last minute guess. But yeah, just literally say what you see. So that's question number 1. Okay, question number 2 tonight is just say what you see. Love catchphrase. I do. One of my favourite shows. Went for a drink with Trevor and Carl before we broke up for Christmas. Really good to have a good laugh with the old guys again, the boys. A little bit disappointed for Trevor when he showed me his massive pop vinyl collection. You've still not got Me and You from The Office. Ian, can I do this on Excel? Yes, of course you can, Trev. Yeah, standard. Question number 3, name the band. Bucks Fizz, the only drink you can drink before 8 a.m. in the morning on Christmas. And question number 4 on on bands picture clues. I struggled on this one at first. Till I then, but now I know it. I was like, oh my God, how did you struggle with that? At one point I had elbow, like literally I could not lose the word elbow from my head. But no, say what you see. And question number 5 tonight on the picture round. I did pour Donna a glass of Bucks Fizz. What are all these weirdos commenting? Look at that. Like, who are you, Everett Jones? Who are you? Markadog Schmackney Natford, VOR.RED. Anyway, so that's 5 questions, 5 bands. Let's go for the answers. Question 1. What's the band? Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath. Well done, guys. If you got that one right, really easy. Question number 2. Gun, sand, roses. Gun, sand, roses. Guns and Roses. Well done, guys. If you got that one right. Really easy, though, to be fair. This one. Well, that's a bullet for my Valentine. Correct. Well worked out, Ian, in your own head. Question 4. The one I could not get elbow out of my head with, and actually it's blood. I'll go in blood dog elbow. It's actually bloodhound gang. Bloodhound gang. Ooh, let the dogs out. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Brett, did they sing that? Because in my head they did. And question number 5. 5 fingers death punch. 5-finger death punch. I only know that because of my brother-in-law, Brett. I would not even believe it was a band. Just 4 random words chucked together, but 5-finger death punch. So well done if you got that one right. I'm definitely sure the Antisocial Salmons did because Brett's on it. Fingers crossed that young Joel Josh got it as well, maybe, because he can play the guitar. He can string some tunes. So, question 1. That was the year that was. So, this is one I always think about doing first quiz back after the new year. Do we do one that just like looks at the old year? And so I did. So yeah, so 10 questions on stuff that happened in 2021. So question 1. How old was Joe Biden when he was inaugurated as the 46th President of the United States in January? All these questions are going to be multiple choice. 72, 74, 78, or 80. How old was he? So how old was Joe Biden when he was inaugurated as the 46th President of the United States in January? 72, 74, 78, or 80. We'll go through all the 10 questions, then we'll have a slight pause while we go through the answers to the questions as well. Question number 2. Gina Coladangelo. Look at the smirk on his face here. Gina Coladangelo, whose affair with Matt Hancock triggered his resignation as health secretary in June, was previously married to the boss of which high street store? House of Fraser, Superdry, Urban Outfitters, or Oliver Bonus? I believe Superdry is what she felt when she looked at Matt Hancock. House of Fraser, Superdry, Urban Outfitters, or Oliver Bonus? Time for question number 3. Hey, viewing figures are going up. Must always up to 11 now. Who scored England's only goal in their Euro 2020 final loss to Italy? Oh, we all had so much hopes. Was it Harry Kane, Luke Shaw, Marcus Rashford, or Jack Grealish? Who scored England's only goal in their Euro 2020 final loss to Italy? Harry Kane, Luke Shaw, Marcus Rashford, or Jack Grealish? See, Aston Villa spending Jack Grealish's money. Bought themselves Coutinho. But considering Dire Straits Barcelona in, that's like going round to your mate's house and buying the PlayStation 5 off them for 10 quid. Question number 4 on the year that was. A breach of lockdown rules for which pop star's birthday party was described by police as one of the most notorious and egregious breaches of regulations during the pandemic? Madonna, Billie Eilish, Rihanna, or Rita Ora? Maybe she'd have called it a staff meeting. She'd have got away with it. But yeah. So yeah, which pop star breached lockdown rules for a birthday party? I know was the most notorious breaches of regulations during the pandemic. Madonna, Billie Eilish, Rihanna, or Rita Ora? Charlie Watts, the drummer in Seaman rock band, died in August. Charlie Watts, the drummer in which seminal rock band, died in August? Was it the Grateful Dead, Genesis, the Rolling Stones, or Led Zeppelin? So Charlie Watts, the drummer in which seminal rock band, I assume seminal means that they've expelled a lot of semen, died in August. The Grateful Dead, Genesis, the Rolling Stones, or Led Zeppelin? Question number 6 on That Was the Year That Was. Which party won the most seats in the German parliament during the country's national elections in September? So which party won the most seats in the German parliament during the country's national election in September? Was it the Christian Democratic Union / Christian Social Union? Was it the Social Democratic Party? Was it the Green Party? Or was it the Free Democratic Party? Question number 7. Tennis star Emma Raducanu was propelled into the spotlight after winning which competition aged 18? Was it Wimbledon? Was it US Open? Was it the Australian Open? Or was it the French Open? So we've got a guy watching called the Denise Kengar, who is answering the questions in the chat. So please don't look at the chat, guys. But good afternoon, good evening, Denise. Unfortunately, wrong on both counts, but I'm quite satirical, Denise. Yeah, you're right. Whichever one Serena Williams didn't compete in. But yeah, so tennis star was propelled into the spotlight after winning which competition age 18? Wimbledon, US Open, Australian Open, or the French Open? Question number 8. Chancellor Rishi Sunak told Times Radio that he snacked on what prior to delivering his winter budget? A sausage roll and a can of Coke, a Twix and a can of Sprite, a pepperami and a cup of tea, or Walker's Crips? I didn't write that, by the way. Screenshotted it. Walker's Crips and a glass of water. I'm not going to lie to you. 2 of them definitely don't go together. There's no way if I'm having a pepperami, I'm having a cup of tea with it. And there's no way if I have Walker's Crisps, I'm just having a glass of water. Well, that's me, not Rishi Sunak. Yeah, what did he famously say he'd snapped on? Question number 9. One for all your highbrow people. Which author won this year's Booker Prize? Was it Damon Galgut? Was it Patricia Lockwood, Karen Jennings, or Rachel Cusk? One thing I've discovered this year, book-wise, is an author called Michael Wood, who does a detective series called Matilda Drake. Or Matilda Dark. And it's all around Sheffield, all different places in Sheffield. The one I've just finished reading were all based around Stannington. Involved Graves Park as well for a bit of the kidnap ransom part of it. But yeah, so if you wanted to read a book where it terrifies you about going to places where you've been before, definitely recommend Michael Wood. Like I said, Matilda Dark is the DCI in it. Everyone sees to die. Everyone. Literally, you won't want to be a milkman. Put it that way. Anyway, which author won this year's Booker Prize? Damon Galgut, Patricia Lockwood, Karen Jennings, or Rachel Cusk? And they're definitely ones I recommend reading in series because I read 4th, 5th, and 7th. And I read 4th first. And that meant I couldn't read 1 to 3 because literally would have... Yeah. Question number 10. Which country became the first in the world to put unvaccinated people into lockdown in November? Was it Germany, France, Republic of Ireland, or Austria? So yeah, which country became the first in the world to put unvaccinated people into lockdown in November? I mean, how do you police that? Germany, France, Republic of Ireland, Austria. I know our country's been discussing what to do with people who have not been vaccinated and what you can do to encourage it. I do feel it's going to become a bit like a police state, but I dread to think how I'd have felt if I'd not gone and got my booster and I'd have put it off. Managed to avoid it for quite some time, to be full of COVID. We literally, as a family, we locked down, we proper locked down. We didn't leave the house apart from going for his 30-minute walk. We did these quizzes. As lockdown lifted, we did Fort Park, Skegness, Blackpool, Tattershall Lakes. Went to Mallorca, which were nervous as out. But brilliant once we got there, but really nervous, kind of like arranging it all and doing it all. Alton Towers, Blackpool twice, and I managed to avoid it all these times. Blackpool about 3 times, to be fair. And then Omicron comes around, and it don't lock us down, it doesn't stop it all, and everyone gets it. But I think it's like I almost feel like it wanted us all to get it, because now we've all that mild version. Anyway, so question number 1: how old was Joe Biden when he was inaugurated as the 46th president of the United States? Donna, why is someone banging that door open all the time? What is going on, Donna? Can you please stop banging the door? Sorry, just for some reason someone's opening and shutting the downstairs door constantly and slamming it shut. So how old was Joe Biden when he was inaugurated as the 46th president of the United States? He was 78. Question number 2. Gina Colladale-Lingleo, whose affair with Matt Hancock triggered his resignation as health secretary in June, was previously married to the boss of which high street store? It was Oliver Bonus. I think that's what she said. I'll have a bonus. And he said, ooh. Question 3. Who scored England's only goal in their Euro 2020 final loss to Italy? It was Luke Shaw. Oh, still makes me feel sad. Question 4. A breach of lockdown rules for which pop star's birthday party was described by police as one of the most notorious and anyway. Madonna, Billie Eilish, Rihanna, or Rita Ora? It was Rita Ora's. Question 5. Charlie Watts, for drumming which seminal rock band, died in August? Grateful Dead, Genesis, Rolling Stones, or Led Zeppelin? Of course, it was the Rolling Stones. Question number 6. Which party won the most seats in the German parliament during the country's national election? I got this wrong. I went for the same answer that Denise Kunigig went for. And it was, I thought it was going to be the Green Party. Unfortunately, it wasn't. It's a Social Democratic Party. But genuinely, I know the Green Party did really well, and that's what kind of got over headlines. But no, the Social Democratic Party got the most seats. Tennis star Emma Raducanu was propelled into the spotlight after winning which competition aged 18? Wimbledon, US Open, Australian Open, or French Open? It was the US Open. Question number 8. Chancellor Rishi Sunak told Times Radio he was snacked on what prior to delivering his winter budget? I was hoping it'd be pepperami, but it wasn't. It was a Twix and a can of Sprite. Don't even know why that was a story, but it was. Question 9. Which author won this year's Booker Prize? It was Damon Galgut. No idea. And which country became the first in the world to put unvaccinated people into lockdown in November? I mean, we could have all said Germany because that's what we'd have all thought, but it was actually Austria. So yeah, Austria put unvaccinated people into lockdown. But I mean, how do you do that? Is it just got your passport? You can't do all without one. Anyway, we're at the end, guys. Got a little bit over. I did drop around as well, so thank God you didn't do that one, the geography round. But tonight it is Answer Smash. And we all know what an answer smash is, don't we? It is, for example, it's a picture clue and it's a word clue. 2 separate answers, one for the picture, one for the words. But you have to smash them together because the last part of the picture clue forms part of the first part of the question. So, for example, we have got, that picture is quite clearly Jackie Chan. And who played the lead role in the movie Magic Mike? Channing Tatum. So the answer that you need to provide is the answers smashed together. So in this instance, I'll be looking for Jackie Channing Tatum. That's an answer smash. This week's answer smash, they're all starting with food. So the picture clues are all food. All food related because it's January and that's all we've got to look forward to is not eating all the lovely food we get in December. So, question number 1. Which 97 film stars Nicolas Cage and John Malkovich as prisoners being transported by an airplane? Go, question number 2. Which Jeanette Winterson novel was adapted into a TV drama starring Charlotte Coleman and Geraldine McEwen? So, which Jeanette Winterson novel was adapted into a TV drama starring Charlotte Coleman and Geraldine McEwen? Question number 2. The First Lady of Song. So, the food and the First Lady of Song. I got this sign for Donna because she'll sit in conservatory and then we'll start talking to me or Gracie while walking through. Normally, I'll send you on to coffee because Donna's not sure where Kettle lives, I don't think. But she'll go, I'm on a call. Like, you've not been saying that. Like, when I'm on a call, I'm talking. But when Donna's on a call, she's just listening. So it's like, I know what you need. You need an on-air sign so you can actually, me and Gracie can be aware. But she's not took to it and just insults and still just tells us off for talking. When she starts in main furry fair house. So yeah, so that one. Question 4. What is that food? And British actress played Queen Anne in The Favourite. So British actress played Queen Anne in The Favourite is the second part of the answer. And the last question of the night, guys, the final question. It's been good to be back, to be fair. I do enjoy doing them. It's just sometimes it does take a lot of time, so there's no way I can do one a week. And also, as lockdowns all lifted, we lost all viewers. So it was me talking to the antisocial sounds. Question number 5. Which actress played Queen Elizabeth in the first 2 series of Netflix series The Crown? So which actress played Queen Elizabeth in the first 2 series of Netflix series The Crown? That's the book I've just finished reading, Survivor's Guilt, the 7th one in the Matilda Dark DCI thriller. Like I said, definitely worth a read. So, answers. Question 1. 97 film starring Nicolas Cage. It is, of course, Baconair. Baconair is the answer I'm looking for. Baconair. Question number 2. What's that food and which Janet Winterson novel was adapted into a TV drama starring Charlotte Coleman and Joan McCunn? It was Terry's Chocolate Oranges Are Not the Only... So stay safe, folks. Any scores, stay home, protect the NHS, save lives. Don't forget to subscribe and protect the NHS. Sure, we've got some new rules now. get boosted. So yeah, so what are your scores, people? I think there's only 4 teams playing tonight. It has been good to be back. It has been good to be back, yeah. I did enjoy bumping into a meeting, getting a chance to meet Karen's family. It was a real pleasure. And yeah, just glad that we all got to finally see Mark and Karen get wed, finally. Despite the fact that it seemed a little bit on edge towards the last few weeks in moving up to it. Thank you, butts. It all seemed a little bit tight, that we might get cancelled or stopped or bloody restricted again. But like I say, as it stood, we got to do it. Obviously, I did a pub quiz for my speech. Just because, well, I know Taylor were going to smash it out at part with his speech. I'll let him do a lovey-dovey one. And I did the crowd pleaser. OMG. Carl, do you want to give me a score and then we can tally them all up? So, guys, in first place, the Harlem Globetrotters of quiz making. 56 out of 65 for the Red and White Quizzards. Well done. 48 for Antisocial Salmons and the Barras team. Carl and Jen 48 and the Antisocial Salmons 48. And the Butterworths currently in last place with 44. So you've all done really well. And no doubt if Amber does join in and do the quiz later on when her and Andy get back from the meal, they'll submit a score lower than 46 or 44. So don't worry, Trev. But no, it's been a pleasure. It's been fun to do it again. I've had nothing else to do today. Can't leave the house. Haven't left the house. But yeah, stay safe. If you do get COVID and you've been boosted, then fingers crossed you're affected as much as I've been, which has literally been some annoying coughs. Weird. I might put that is slept weird, and yeah, definitely had some really weird sleep nights in the first couple of days. But no, finally got it. Hopefully got rid of it, and stay safe, guys. And I'll see you all. And I'm definitely gonna do some more this year. I'll make an effort to do it. Like I said, I've enjoyed doing it. And well, I've got this sign to make you, Santa. So, and if you get a chance to watch it, I hope you watched Hawkeye. And hopefully get to watch the Boba Fett story, which is for fans. And once again, thanks for all kinds of words on at Mark's wedding as well. Mark and Karen's wedding, guys, from the Red and White Quizzes. But yeah, see you all next week or week after or maybe a month after. And Maximus, here's a shout out for you, Maximus. Enjoy.